Yo, let's see if this shit works now, man. Does it work? Hmm. Maybe I got an idea. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. No, hold on. Hold on. Cause now I. Alright, hold on. I'm trying to get the link going, man. I'm trying to get the link going. I'm trying to get the link going. I don't know why the link is not working. Bro, when you're in the YouTube chat, you guys can't click on that link? What's good? Finally. Yo.
Bro.
Yeah, I feel that.
Listen, bro. Yo, yo, you don't laugh, bro.
Whoa.
Son, yo, I want to break something in this motherfucker, bro. It's like, yo, the
Bro,
Magic is 4-11, bro,
yeah.
and two of their wins came from us at home, bro.
It's crazy,
Yo,
isn't it? It's crazy.
this is the worst team in the league. Yo, yo. Oh my, I don't give a fuck if I don't give a fuck if you don't have chemistry. If you just met these niggas on the road today, you should be coming here and beating the Magic, bro. They 3-11, bro. They a new team, a rebuilding team. I don't give a fuck if you met niggas at the Y today and you came and hoop.
But
We
you
should
know what
be
it is?
beating these niggas, bro.
But that's how you know it's on Tibbs, bro. Tom Thibodeau is standing on these sidelines. He's not doing any. He's not even changed. I would have changed the starting lineup like 4 games ago, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, do something. You know, this the starting lineup isn't working. Do something. Do some change it. Change it. You have to change it. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be better. These guys are not the type of players that play through their slumps and get back to where, like, for example, if Tyler Hero had a bad game for 3 games, like, oh, he's in a shooting slump. Before game, boom, he's gonna bounce back. You know what I'm saying? We don't have that. We don't
Bro,
have that.
we have a 120 mil player, and this nigga's not even looking at the rim, G. Listen, I'm not trying to get around on that because he had a bad game, but he wasn't the worst player on the court. But you supposed to be our leader, our star player, and you doing dribble handoffs, and we down by 4.
I
You doing
think
dribble handoffs with Terrence Ross. You're not even looking to score nothing.
I think
Shambles,
that
bro. This shit
somebody
is a
probably
fucking
told him that he's
circuit.
shooting too
This shit
much.
is this shit is crazy, bro.
It is crazy. No, it's definitely crazy. It's definitely. But I think somebody got in Vandal's face. and he didn't like that. So now he's like, "What?" I swear, I think that's what happened. I think they talked about what their struggles are, and people have said that he holds the ball too much, and now he's gonna be like, "Oh, really? You think I hold the ball too much? So now I'm not gonna shoot."
Bro,
Remember
fuck
what we
that.
said
He
about him.
nervous.
I
He
think that's what
fucking
it is.
nervous to make a mistake. He nervous to make a fucking mistake. Because if he know he make a mistake, criticism gonna come. I'll rate him more if he took shots and missed. I don't give a fuck. Be that star player for the Knicks and take them shots. I don't give a fuck you miss or not. Take good shots or create something. You doing dribble handoffs at the perimeter, making young niggas win the game for us. Are you stupid? Are you nervous, nigga? Are you not built for this shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? This shit got me hot, bro. This shit is stupid.
But
We
it's
should never
everywhere.
lose this
Everywhere.
game, bro.
It's RJ, it's Fournier, it's Kemba, and that's the whole unit. You can throw away that starting lineup. Honestly, you can throw it away. You can put Obi in there at this point and let these guys sit on the bench.
Bro, did you see Obi when he
Yeah,
got off? Bro, he was hot. He was pissed. When he had took them out for Randall, bro, he was pissed.
I
I
don't
don't
think
even
Tom
blame him.
Thibodeau. Maybe Tom Thibodeau. Best case scenario, he don't last the season. You know what I'm saying? Unless he makes
Bro.
adjustments.
Oh,
It's gonna get to the point where I think UBG says it. Me and UBG say it every day. Like somebody has to start asking some questions. Like, yo, we're not winning. You're not really creating any type of chemistry with these guys. You got to change something, or maybe we got to find new. There got to be some pressure at some point. You know what I'm saying?
bro, there's no reason why our two summer signings can't even finish basketball games for us. What's the point of picking them up? They're not role players. These are players on some big money. Hey, they can't even finish games. Fournier's on 70 mil. He can't even finish a basketball game.
I think
What
Fournier
the
decided.
fuck is that?
No. I think Fournier has decided to play bad. I don't think he. You know what I'm saying? He looks like a player that, for right now, it looks like whatever. He was motivated in the beginning, and he kind of lost his motivation because we started losing. I don't think he's not a bad player. I just feels like not playing at his best. Like you know how if you tried harder you'd play better. I feel
Yeah,
like that's what it is with him. I feel like he's honestly not trying to play. With him, he's the only one I feel like he's not really trying to play because I feel like he can play a lot better than what he's shown. But with RJ, we know what it is, man. Look, I'm not gonna defend him every night anymore. I don't care, bro. I don't care. I don't care to defend. Let RJ go somewhere else. Package him with package him alone with somebody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it. I'm not waiting on RJ Barrett for years to become so in most games. Nothing really else after that. Maybe a different team he flourishes. I don't know. But I am sick and tired of waiting for RJ Barrett to consistently do something. You know what I'm
like
saying?
I think he finished the game with 17 points, 9 rebounds. Them shits is that's a flawed stat. That's flawed because he had a bad game. He played better in the fourth with that young unit, but his shooting puts us such in a big ass hole when he was 7 for 19, bro.
Yeah, but it takes him the whole game to get to that. Do you understand? Like the whole game it will take. Like the end of the fourth, like middle of the fourth, he'll have that. But it wasn't a productive 17. It was, he hit some 3 pointers at the end. He got the nice little layup bucket. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an RJ hater, fucking, but I'm just calling it straight out. That kid is. I don't think he's gonna be consistent enough to really keep him around. I don't think he is, and you're gonna put yourself in a hole trying to commit to RJ Barrett next year because they're probably gonna do that, and he's gonna burn you because of it because he can't play consistently enough. Now look what happened with Fournier. We signed Fournier. Fournier has disappeared on us. It looks like one of the worst moves in the offseason now. Even though when we started, we thought this was one of the best things that happened. You can't start paying people and they not play. You can't start paying people and them not being able to play. Yo, what's up, Marcos? You're always in chemistry, right? Chemistry. I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think these guys. I think they don't click. Puzzle pieces that don't fit together in the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Are not gonna go and make a pretty picture. I just think that they don't. They can't play well together, and it starts with Randall not being really dynamic enough. You know how you have a player that for example, Kawhi Leonard, right? You put Kawhi Leonard in a squad, you're gonna be able to play around Kawhi. You can't really play around Randall because Randall doesn't have that. He doesn't have that versatility, really. To let people play around him, play with him. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that. It kind of slows down with him. Holds the ball, ISO move, which was working last year. But when teams start playing better, they start taking it serious. It gets hard.
Randall ain't got no moves. I don't know who said that, but he would. Randall ain't got no moves.
He doesn't have
No
moves.
offensive
He doesn't have
moves.
handle.
Nothing.
He's kind of like I don't know. I don't know how Randall got to this point. Yes, 100% right. We were just saying, bro. You at this point, you can't deny Obi his time. Obi don't you think, Eric? Obi deserves this.
Bro, Obi deserved a start, let alone play more minutes. He deserved a start. Fuck around and let him minutes. I don't know if y'all saw. He was pissed, bro. He
I,
went
I,
straight to the bench
I'm,
and like threw his towel. He was hot.
he was. I didn't see. I saw it when you said it, and I didn't see it at the time. I wanted to see the
Bro, he
reaction.
was pissed off. Like he was like, yo, what the fuck? What the dude got to do to finish a game, bro? What do I got to do? Tibbs don't rate him. Like he rate his
I
starters
feel
more
like
than his second
he's
unit,
up
and
in it.
they
I don't
not
know how it
playing
goes
good.
in NBA locker rooms. I don't know how it goes. I really because there's certain orders. Some people don't speak for. I heard that's how it is, but I don't know how it is really. But I think he should stand up for himself and say, "Listen, man, like I know Randall is the guy, but I am producing when I'm called upon, and you're punishing. You're basically what Tom Thibodeau is doing. He's punishing him by being loyal to the starters again, putting Obi back onto the bench, and now look what you have. You have a situation where they just lose the game because they can't play together. They can't play together. I don't think Fournier, Kemba, RJ, and Randall is gonna do it, man. With Mitchell Robinson, I'm sick and tired of it. I know UBG's tired. I know you tired. We all tired. I'm tired of seeing those names start, man. Something has to change, bro.
Bro,
I
if we was
feel,
playing a better team, we wouldn't even. The
oh
game would
yeah,
have been
we would have
finished
lost
by
by
third.
25 today. What?
We would get cooked. We would have
What?
got blown
No.
out.
What do you have to lose? Like that's another thing. Like for our team, what is our objective here this year? Do we have an objective? What's the objective? To make the playoffs? I think Rage was asking me if I think we're gonna make the playoffs. I said, bro, I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs if we keep playing like this.
Bro, forget the fifth seed up. Start looking at playing. Start looking at sixth and playing.
And people thought I was
Fuck the
crazy.
fuck the fifth seed, fifth and up. We're not getting there. We can't even beat the Orlando Magic. Fuck the chemistry. We can't even beat them dudes at home. Fuck it. Fuck the fifth seed. If we play tougher teams than this, we getting smoked. Fuck the fifth seed and up. I'm not even worried about that. I'm looking at plans at this point. I'm looking
Marcus
at plans.
said, continue. Go ahead. Sorry.
Now, go ahead.
Marcus said he's seen this before from Randall. Don't want to take control of the team and step on anybody's toes. I think it's now that's the situation, but before it was the opposite. Before it was I think that Randall felt like he was the leader and he can do what he wanted to. And then I think some people got mad and told on him, or like basically when the team confronted him about it. And now he feels like, oh well, if y'all don't want me to take the shots at the end, I'm gonna just stand here and I'm gonna set screens for y'all, and you guys can. I swear that it's been happening for 2 games now. I know they're probably fighting and arguing with each other.
Bro, do you like, what? All jokes aside, what did he do when he came in the game, bro? For
This
real, what did
not
he
much
do?
besides set the screens and stuff. I mean,
Dribble handoffs.
yeah.
We're paying 120 mil for a dude to do dribble handoffs. Fucking team is a shambles. We doing dribble 120 mil. He doing dribble handoffs, and we down.
But doesn't that go to Tibbs though to control that, control the minutes of the players, implement a system, that the players can play in. And it's on Tom Thibodeau too. I feel like Tom Thibodeau is not doing anything.
Nah, Tom Thibodeau's doing a bad job coaching, but I doubt he telling Randall to do dribble handoffs. I think that's just Randall being stubborn. Like, yo, I think you're right. When they had like a fight, they must have had something where
I
like
think so. I really think.
somebody said like, "Yo, Randall, you ain't that guy," and because ever since then Yo, he been mad passive. I don't know if you've seen that. He been
Like
mad
2 games
passive.
now. I think about three or 2 games now. He's been like that. He's been like that. Where he probably feels like, okay, you guys don't want me to take the shots in the fourth quarter. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna set screens, dribble handoffs, like you said, and I'm gonna watch y'all make the plays. And Clyde keeps saying now it's time for Randall to score. I remember last game.
Yeah, you heard Claude, right? You
Yeah,
heard
Clyde's
Claude.
like
He
now
said, "Yo, it's time for
Randall
Randall
to
to
score.
step up."
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything. So I'm thinking it's that. I think they had a fight. I think something happened in the practices where now it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse and worse and worse because it's obvious that the second unit is better than the first unit. You know, the first unit doesn't even play in the fourth. Like what kind of strategy is that? So Tom Thibodeau is gonna grind his starters all the way through. The fourth quarter is like, you know what, I can't do it no more, and then just play the second unit for the second unit to make their little run, and then we make a bad play or whatever because what happens? He'll put one of the first unit guys back in, and then Vandal was back. This time it was Rose with the bad turnover, but before
Bro,
that,
I could give Rose a bad pass. He been saving ass for
yeah, no, that
I don't even know
I'm
how
not
long.
mad at it, but I'm just saying it was the play that led to that. But prior to Obi was having a really good run, right? And what happened? They took him out, like you said. He was having a little run, and Obi has all the energy in the world, bro. Obi looks like a he reminds you of like a Swiss Army knife now. Like he can do so many things, and he's not being rewarded for his effort. And I think that's where the frustration is
He
coming from.
playing with mad confidence. He's shooting threes. He
Mm-hmm.
catching, shooting. He
Kept it,
driving to the rack.
yeah.
Like playing with mad confidence. That's how you fuck a player's confidence up. When he playing good and you take him out. When he knows this is his moment and you just fuck it up.
I think it's not fair. What Tibbs is doing is not fair. He's playing favorite with the starters who can't even buy a ticket to the game. They're lucky they're Knicks players because I don't even think they would buy a ticket to be in the damn arena. You know what I'm
Bro, they
saying?
lucky this ain't back in the day because Ewan, Anthony Mason, they would have kicked some of these players up the ass. We don't got no players in the team that's like kicking somebody up the ass, bro.
No, well, why? And you're right about that. We don't have that guy. If Melo was there, that's why sometimes I'm so sad that this generation now that's here in the Knicks, Melo is gone now. I would even like Melo to be like a presence, a veteran presence, and people didn't want it because they said that it would have, the era was over. But I think Melo understands these things, and he would have helped. He would have helped in these situations.
He would have told Randall how to deal with the
Exactly. I
pressure
think he
of
would have
being a
helped.
Nick.
I
He would
don't.
have
I
told
think
him how to deal with it, bro.
exactly. I think we needed that, and it's not enough. Like Taj Gibson is good, but Taj is not a. He's not a star player. Derrick Rose is good, but Derrick Rose don't really seem like a
Nah, he a
real.
quiet dude. He
Yeah,
don't. He not a
exactly.
dude.
Like a
He
loud.
a
You need a
quiet dude.
loud guy to like grab everybody's attention. Derrick Rose don't seem like that. He's skillful. He's very good, Derrick Rose, but he don't seem like he's like a loud leader. We don't have a general like Mouth We don't have that, and because we don't have that, people when they get on the court, they start doing whatever they want to do. That's what's happening. We're not playing together because we're doing what we want to do. We're not even going half the time by plays that Tibbs. Even though the one time we did coming out of fourth quarter or third quarter, we came out of the break and we made a nice little play and we scored. And then what happened after that? We gave up the bucket right away every single time it happens. We make a nice play, we give it up. We make a nice play, we give it up. Then we don't score, we lose. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's not so simple. It's you could simulate the game on 2K with the starters, right? And then the computer in 2K is gonna take the starters out because they're playing like shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Yo,
crazy.
I saw this too. I don't know if you saw this, but when it was like 4 minutes left, and Randall was doing dribble handoffs.
Hmm.
Burks came down the court and gave the ball to Randall and told everybody to move. I don't know if you saw that. He told Rose and them go to the corner. He was basically trying to tell Randall like, "Yo, this is your moment. Win the game for us." And he was like just doing dribble handoffs. And I saw Burks get kind of frustrated. He's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" So Burks had to take stupid shots or dumb passes. It's like, come on, bro, be that leader. I don't think he fit. He built for this shit. I'm not. Maybe on
Exactly, right?
another
When you
team,
become the
but
guy, and everybody's praising you, and now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you
yeah,
had
when
a
shit hit
good
the fan,
regular
it's like
season.
he shrivel up and shit.
Yeah, but then you got to the playoffs, and then the lights got big. lights got big because we made it to the
I think he's
playoffs.
still on that shit. I still
Yeah,
think he's
no.
kind of like thinking about that shit in the back of his mind.
Lights got real bright because if you in New York and you start becoming a superstar, bro, we elevate you to like the top. To this day, Victor Cruz is a legend. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Eli Manning, no matter how bad the Giants are, is it every other game we still celebrating him. You know, Michael Strahan, people like that, bro. It's very important in New York. But the lights got big, you know, and not everybody can handle that, like you said. I don't know.
bro. Melo was perfect because we would get on Melo's ass and he would still come out and still perform. Bad or
He's
not, he's
different.
taking that shot. Bad or not, if he shot 0 for 30, he's taking the last shot. That's the type of player I want, bro. I think that's the type of player we're trying to make into Randall, and he's just not that type of dude.
I think it's in him, but he needs somebody to work with him because that's not a problem. He doesn't have a look. Okay, we always say Randall is not the first guy, but in reality, on this team, he is. But he needs another guy to work like a Batman Robin, like a duo. Like that's not a problem. We don't have that. We don't have a duo in the first unit. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be in a way. RJ Barrett is the perfect build for what you would want of him. You know, like that little nice euro he did, or even when
Yeah,
he got to the hoop and he slashed through. But he seems like RJ Barrett, man. What I hate about his game is that he can't figure out what he wants to be. And I hate it so much because then he'll have a couple of games where people's like, see, this is RJ, and RJ's gonna do it, and RJ, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's a gone. It's gone. It just doesn't stay. Like how could you build with a guy like that? And that's not a problem that Randall has. I never talked about it from this perspective, but from the other perspective, no matter how much you want to get mad at, and I'm reading your comments. I'm gonna get to your comments more often, UBG. Like if you want to look at it from a other perspective, it's like Randall doesn't really have somebody to feed off to, even if he wanted to. So in a lot of ways, he's being forced to take shots that I don't even think he can hit. You know, he can't make like that. Randall's not that type of player. He has a really weird shot to begin with that
he
goes in.
aims his shot. He don't even.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
think he
right.
has a form.
I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what it is. It was going well for last year, but it's not as good. But he doesn't
He
have a
hit a
guy
couple of
that.
good threes to start off the game.
Yeah,
He didn't play bad that first quarter. Like maybe that first half it slipped, but that first quarter he hit shots. He was setting good screens, rebounding. It was fine, and then I don't know. The light must have switched off or some shit. I don't know.
it's a mixture of that. Let me read Maul's comments. Maul said something happened to Orlando after he got to a hot start. And he said something about Beal. I was reading. If we had a Beal type of player like that, I think we would have won this game. Everybody likes saying Bradley Beal, but I think Bradley Beal is a little bit better version of Randall. You know what I'm saying? Like in the fact that he actually has moves and can score and get to the hoop, but him coming here with Randall is not working. Or if you wanted to, even if you wanted to replace him with Randall, it probably would work better though. But why the hell would the Washington Wizards give that up, considering what they have built now? Quickly. You know, they ain't giving that up. That the Bradley Beal conversation has ended as soon as Kyle Kuzma and them, they started making like a little team over there. That's done. They're not breaking that up because they're going to be really good in like a year and a half, 2 years. So they're not giving that up. UBG says RJ is in his third year and still can depend on. No, and that's my frustration. Like we talking about RJ Barrett. I'm sick and tired because we doing it with all these players. Frank Ntilikina, we're doing it with um really Frank Ntilikina was the only one that people kept holding on to. Kevin Knox a little bit, but then people gave up. Look, man, I don't care that RJ Barrett is supposed to be like what was he like the fourth pick or something like that. I don't know what he
Like he was
was.
that third. What he was that third pick?
Something like he fell from one to like three, I think, because Zion went before him. Something
Yeah, I
like
think it
that.
was Zion, Ja, and then RJ.
Yes. So it's three. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not waiting on RJ Barrett to give me a because the problem is that but if you want to say RJ look he had Brendan always does this he'll be like look RJ had a stretch where he had 6 games and he scored over 20 plus points you gotta wait for RJ to really get it and I tell him I said that doesn't matter it doesn't matter that he has 6 and 20 plus points because now he has another 6 where he doesn't even really had consistent 15. If you got a consistent 15 from RJ, you're winning most of these games. But even that he doesn't have. So like I don't know what it, what am I waiting for? Like a guy like even what's that dude's name that's now on the Bulls with the headband, white dude.
Caruso.
Caruso. You would think looking at him that he's really not valuable, right? Because if you're looking at him, nah, he can't ball like that. But he's very, very valuable because he has a consistent thing that he brings to the team every single game, whether it's a rebound, whether it's an energy play, a dunk, or something. And he's not known for scoring. You know what I'm saying? He's not known for scoring, but still his presence brings something every single time he's on the court. RJ Barrett can't do that. He doesn't have a presence. He doesn't have something that makes people want to say, all right, RJ, today I'm going to really let you take over. Because RJ doesn't do it all the time. RJ has his moments, which is good when you're a role player, but not when you're a starter. You got to have more. You got to have more than just like an outburst. You got to have a consistency somewhere. It has to work somewhere. He's just starting two guard, bro. Come on. The hell am I waiting on from him? Year three. I don't know.
My issue is when he goes to the hole, right? Like so soft. It makes our defensive match like it's so hard because he goes soft and then they got an easy fast break. Like if he knew how to draw fouls,
That's the thing too. He
it
doesn't
would be
know
a
how to
little
do
better.
that. He can't do
Yeah,
that.
he can't draw fouls.
Either the referees are really hard on him, but because I see him trying, but he doesn't get them. He doesn't get them at all. He
Nah,
does
because
not
he
get them.
goes up. He just goes straight up. He don't like try to sell it. Like he just like fuck it. I'm gonna just go up and I hope I get a call. When you drawing fouls, you gotta sell that shit. You gotta do a little bit of jellies and try to make the ref
Right,
look
go
like
strong with a
yeah,
shoulder, lean in.
yeah.
Something.
You gotta do those little nuances to get calls.
I told you guys almost 4 games ago, and people got mad at me when I said I wouldn't mind trading RJ. Bro, I'm sick and tired of waiting for that guy to to give us something that we could, because it was coming, and all of a sudden, boom, it disappeared. And when he's not confident, when Randall's not confident, and the team is not confident, everything just goes away. Everything just stops. And I wish
We was
that,
playing Randall at the 5. Like
you have to.
Mitch is a doofy dude, bro. Like there's no reason he fell on the floor, bro.
Yeah.
There's no reason he should have fell on the floor. No reason. He just fell on the floor just to fall because
Sometimes
he a doofy dude, bro.
it feels like Mitchell Robinson is not used to being as tall as he is. Like, you understand somebody like that? Ever like
Like he just got this height just
yeah, he just
yesterday or
got it.
something.
He doesn't know how to like control his body. It's and I think he was better when he first came into the league, but he tried to gain weight, which I think was a horrible decision. It hasn't made him better. I think it's only made him worse, to be honest. It's
It's
made him,
like he got
huh?
the board. All he had to do was just stand up. Like I don't know why he fell on the ground. What was the point of that? To make it seem like you hustling? Like
Bro, he felt like he caught the ball and then he just
it's
immediately
like his
scrolled
feet
the
went under him.
down.
Like I don't know,
Yeah,
bro.
it's
That shit is
crazy.
actually scary, bro. Looking at this shit.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You wouldn't think a guy like that, like they don't have balance. In a video game, there's a balance stat. Like, I never used to up that, but we gotta up that for me.
That's a fact.
He doesn't have he doesn't have balance on his legs. He just doesn't have it. He would need to do some drills, bro. Practice. I think a lot of these guys could benefit on some drills, man. Some play-by-play situation. Which is another thing, man. I wish I could watch one of these practices from start to finish, because I
I
would
feel
love.
like these dudes just play 1-on-1 all day.
Yeah, like what are they doing? Like, I would like to see it. I would like to see it. I
They
really
play
would. I
five
would
on
watch the whole
five and
shit.
shit, bro.
I would watch the whole shit. I would sit there quietly and I'd watch the whole shit. Because it can't be that you're coming out like this against the Magic in the Garden. the worst team in the East. And these guys are not good. The Magic is getting beat by 90% of the league. Seriously. And somehow they beat us, and with all this power that we guys
twice
have,
at home.
it's crazy. I can't tell you. I can't.
McBride is probably laughing like laughing like look at
And
y'all.
speaking of McBride, that's just sad. You know why? You can't tell me you can't find minutes the way we playing for him. Like, what do you have to do?
Exactly.
It's crazy, bro.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
He making excuses. Oh, I'm ain't gonna lie. RJ, yo, he got no comp for his spot. Like that dude can just chill. He ain't never been took out the rotation. He ain't
That's
never been
another problem.
sacrificed. He can chill.
Was that you that brought that up for the first time? But RJ Barrett doesn't really have anybody,
He has
or
no comp.
yeah, and I think he does, but I think they're trying to build RJ into something that he's not gonna be. And I could be wrong, but I'll eat my words. You know, I don't think he's gonna be that good. And I know a lot of people are not in the stream because they would kill me for it, but I don't think RJ Barrett is gonna be that good. I think overall, maybe it's a bold statement now. I think he's gonna be. If you said great, good, and average, I think RJ would be somewhere between average and good 40% of the time. You know, maybe give him a new team. But the problem, the reality for RJ Barrett that would set in if he went to a new team, he wouldn't start, and that would
He
kill him.
would be like a rotation dude.
Yeah, and I think that would kill him. I think his confidence is already something he struggles with. I don't know how he would handle that. I don't know how and he works hard, but bro, you can work hard as much as you want to. There has to be. I always say there has to be a result eventually. You know, the
Yeah.
hard work you're doing, there gotta be a result. If you're studying for a test, you gotta be able to perform on the test. Honestly, be honest. I don't think RJ Barrett is that good. To be
Not as
honest,
much, not as good as these players are rating him, but
no, I don't
I
think he
still
is.
think he's alright. I still
But
think he compete better than he is.
but did you see what happened this year? He went from trying to be a guy that became a slasher, which was going so bad that he decided to work on his 3 pointer, and that works now. So then he was like, okay, the three is my go to. But then all of a sudden the three doesn't work for him, and then he doesn't have anything anymore. Then it's like, oh, what
Yeah,
I do? Maybe
I can agree with that. Like
you know what I'm saying?
he took the easy way out by just like settling for the three and didn't work on the majority
You know what I'm saying? I
of the
noticed it,
game.
but people were like, "Oh, well, he's a 3 point shooter now." Yeah, but he gave up trying to go to the hoop now, which he couldn't really do anyway. So I would have worked him to do that more. And his problem is that he can't shoot off his own shots. He can't. Bro, there's like three players on the Knicks, which is another problem. There's three players on the Knicks that can't create their own shot.
He can't hit the standard. He can't even hit threes consistently to be called a 3 and D.
It,
To be
it's it,
honest,
there's so many issues on this team, and Tom Thibodeau makes it worse by not rotating it. Like, how long do you want to play this way? Like, I understand. Like, if you had a strategy, but Tom Thibodeau to me does not have any plan of what the hell he wants to do, and I think they should penalize him for it. I think he deserves, to have a talking to. You know what I'm saying?
who Tibbs?
Yeah, yeah, hell yeah. Because, bro, but people keep talking. Brendan likes to talk about our record. I don't know what the record is now, but soon we're gonna be below 500 this year.
The thing I hate about that is like they say, "Oh, we're so and so," then it's just this, and then sooner or later it's 82 games
It's a long
and
season.
we ain't progressed nowhere. Like how much we
Yeah,
cannot keep creating excuses. I don't care how early it is in the season. It's early enough, but they're not even fixing this little shit. The little shit ain't
Morpheus
being
has.
fixed.
No, you're right. No, you're absolutely right. I agree. Like you just said, like we haven't really progressed, to a point where you say, okay, we get, that's a problem. In fact, I think we're almost two times worse now at this point than we were
We
last year.
got worse with better players.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like you wouldn't say that. You how could you say that? We had the cap space, we had the options, we had the good year that we needed to have to potentially uh, attract players. We struck out at almost all of our players. Well, actually, we did strike out on all of our players, and we got this. You know, Mothman said RJ will be a superstar. Don't give up on him.
I mean, I don't know. Right now, the way he playing,
A superstar?
that's a little bit of a stretch. The
No,
way he's the way he's playing, he has to vary his game. I always say this about RJ. He has to vary his game. He had no variance, bro. That's why he's struggling. He ain't got all he got is that, and when that three don't work, it's click.
yeah, he doesn't have it. But that's how it always was. But then he didn't really have something that worked well. Got a little bit of a shot, but I don't know. It's New York. Once we trade them, they flourish. Not really. And to tell you the truth, most players that have gotten off the Knicks in the last 3 or 4 years are honestly not in the league anymore or are not playing well. There's only like maybe Tim Hardaway that I know off the top of my head. There's not, bro. Do you know what that tells you? I'll tell you right now. Do you know what that tells you? The level on the New York Knicks is not that high compared to the rest of the NBA. We had a good
We
year.
hold our players to
Yes.
a
Yeah, no,
standard too
100%.
high.
100%. 100%. The level on the New York Knicks is not that high as other NBA teams where it's more cutthroat. If you don't believe me, go look at our rosters for the last 2 years. How many players are really still in the NBA? Bobby Portis is around. Tim Hardaway Jr. is around. Porzingis is hurt. You know, Bobby Portis is around because he had a good year. Tim Hardaway was probably one of our better draft picks, but on a bad team, you're gonna leave anyway. Porzingis is Porzingis. He is what he is. So like who else do you have on the Knicks that was on the Knicks in the last 3 or 4 years that's still in the league? They're not there. That should tell you something.
We not
Nobody,
cutthroat enough.
yeah,
You
no,
said it. We
but
not
nobody
cutthroat.
wants to mention that. Frank Ntilikina went to where Dallas. Have you heard from him since?
I heard that dude
No,
just got.
no.
He had like no. I think somebody had fouled him that hard in a game like yesterday or some shit.
Who, Frank?
That's a yeah, and like they almost got into a fight. Nah, somebody was protecting Frank by his name.
Really? He
Then he
gets
finished
minutes.
Smith or some shit. But yeah,
He gets a lot of minutes there.
hell no,
Oh.
not for Dallas. I don't think Jason Kidd rate him that high. To be fair. He's just like a dude that just plays in a rotation here and there. But you're right about we ain't cutthroat enough because any other team don't be on the sentimental shit we be on. Like they don't be on that. Like if I ain't gonna lie, any other team would have traded Kemba, like or was looking to trade Kemba. I don't care if he's from the city or not. Like like other like the Warriors would be looking to get rid of him. Like I'll keep it a buck. They were looking to get rid of him.
And look how quickly they got nice again.
They got rid of Avery Bradley, like, cause he had like one bad game. They was like, "Yo, you ain't it." Like, we don't have that type of organization yet. Maybe we will. Hopefully, we do. But right now, we on that sentimental shit.
You gotta call it what it is. This is not working. I tell you that. I tell you that. That starting lineup, it's not working. If Tibbs wants to keep coming out here like this, we're gonna lose a lot of games this year. We are gonna lose a lot of games this year. Believe me.
I don't
Believe
know
me.
why Tibbs is so stubborn like that. It's like so stupid how stubborn he is. This whole lineup been playing bad for 16 games straight, and you not even tweaking the shit. Like you ain't even changing nothing.
No. B Sims says the starting lineup is losing those games. They're losing a lot of games, and I don't know if you heard B Sims, but I think now there's some infighting going on between players because Obi was frustrated. Obi was
Bro,
frustrated.
he was hot. Oh man, he was pissed off. I
It's
don't
obvious
blame him.
though. He's playing better than everybody. I think. I think he's one of the best players with quickly D Rose and
He's our
Herbert.
top three players right now, or definitely top five. He's been the most consistent for like the last 8 games, and he's getting like rotation player minutes. Like he's not helping us win, keeping us in games or helping us keep leads, and he's taking them out the game. Once he lead a game, don't y'all realize? Don't y'all see we look worse?
Yeah,
We either give up a lead or the lead for them just gets bigger. Like I don't know. Tibbs needs to maybe getting rid of Tibbs is a step toward progression. I think Tibbs is like if you stuck in a well, right? Tibbs is the guy who will give you the rope, but he won't pull you up. If you know what I mean, he'll lay down the foundation to help you, but if you want to go forward, like you can't rely on him. You
but
need a
then
better coach.
but then you gotta ask that question, bro. You gotta ask that question. Like, where do we want to go? Do we want to go out of the well? Like what? Like
True.
you know what I'm saying? Like what is the goal here? Like what is the well? B Sims says replace Tibbs with who?
That's a
You know
lot of
what? There's
decent
a lot
coaches
of
I will
coaches
deal
who
with.
can do a really
Like
good job with this team.
Terry Stotts, I liked. I thought was a decent coach. Dame had high praise for him, especially not late in the. I think they needed a change of voice, but Terry Stotts is a nice dude. I think Kenny Atkinson can get a better buff out of these players right now. Like Tibbs, I don't know. He's just not. He's too stubborn to go forward. My opinion, he's just too stubborn to go forward.
Are there any let's say, are there coaches available?
They're like Terry. It's not like high marquee coaches how like that was in the league for a while, but maybe Mark Jackson.
Yeah,
He's
that boy,
blackballed.
never coaching again.
He's blackballed, but
They
there's
would do it.
players, Terry Stotts, and there's other players, there's other coaches, but not no high marquee coaches. They're already taken. But shit, Tibbs might be the best shit we got in terms of on the market coaches. But I still like Terry Stotts though. I like his defense, but it is
Scott
what it
Brooks
is
still
though.
around?
I think Scott Brooks is around,
Scott Brooks.
but he didn't do much
Um,
with that Wizard team. I don't know if he gonna do shit with us right now.
yeah.
But Scott Brooks is around.
Um. But see, yes, he's right. B. Simmons right. It would set a bad example if you fire him for getting the fourth seed. But hold
And
on.
coach of the year, to be fair, but that's
But
a
hold on.
serious team, though. If
But,
we do something like that,
but hold on. But hold on. Where is this team going? Like, how many more nights are we gonna come out here and watch this way? Because look, you can say last year was good, but I'm not arguing with you because I agree. But at the end of this year, we're gonna look back and see what. I don't think it's progress. So if you want to wait till the end of the year to fire him, fine. But
we can't keep a coach just because he got fourth seed. Like, if you want to keep
right,
going,
because fourth seed is
that's
bad.
sentimental shit. That's the sentimental shit I'm talking
Yeah,
about. Oh,
no,
he got
fourth
fourth
seed.
seed, coach of the year. You got to keep him. Nah, it's like everybody found out about found out about him. You getting out coached by a dude that just started coaching this year.
That dude looks like Derek Fisher, by the way. Second time I seen dude.
Well, he's actually a decent coach. He's out coaching Tibbs. He's
Everybody out
putting in
there.
the right players in the right time.
I mean, B. Sim says the franchise needs to show signs of stability. Fire Tibbs would be a bad move. But stability will also be lost if we keep losing like this. And people are gonna, we're gonna. I think it's happening already. People are fighting. People are infighting. People are probably cursing each other out. Tom Thibodeau is staying loyal to guys who don't deserve to be on the court. He's gonna lose the team regardless. You're gonna lose the team. It's embarrassing. How could you after last year, right? How could this be the team that comes out this year? We made adjustments and signed players with cap space that we had. You know what I'm saying? Crazy, bro. I say move RJ Barrett off this team. I say move RJ Barrett off this team. Move RJ Barrett. Either you do two things. You move RJ Barrett with Randall. You move RJ Barrett with Randall and try to see if you can get Fournier out of here. And start clean. Play the youth. Get a good piece back and play the youth. Why? Because the starting unit can't play together. The starting unit can't play together. And you say, oh, why do you want to get rid of RJ? Because it's either this. It's either RJ and Randall together or RJ stays. RJ stays and then you see what he can do. But like I'm
They
scared.
can't play together on the court.
No,
They can't. They cannot play together on the court.
you can't.
That's for damn sure.
Man. I'm not. I swear to God, I would not be comfortable trying to have RJ sign any type of deal. I wouldn't give it to him. I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he's played well enough to even be considered for anything like that. Why am I getting on RJ Barrett's case? Because he's a young guy. What could you can get Jalen Brown, bro. You can get Jalen Brown. You can get Jalen Brown. Jalen Brown and RJ.
Randall ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They
I know
signed him
Randall
to
ain't
some
going
big
nowhere, but
money.
I gotta
He
mention
ain't
Randall so
going.
people don't think I'm hating on RJ.
Nah, he should be on the block. Don't get it fucked up. He should be. To me, he tradable, but I know the organization ain't trading that dude.
But you don't think it would help Randall if he just had somebody that can score too? Because nobody talks about that side of it. I mean, there's nobody else besides like Randall is not playing well, but there's no one else that can really score like that and that with him. You
Like
know?
we don't have that type of player, but I think the way it's like if Randall played how the second unit played, it'd be a different story.
I just
Because
think
like
that
this team is good enough to get wins playing team basketball. Like we don't need a like Burks is cool off the bench. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that needs to be done. That's like
it's
key
impossible to
stuff that
do.
needs to be done. Yeah, we're not gonna get this shit ain't no overnight shit. It's gonna take some time, but I would start looking to trade some people. December, looking to move some stuff around because this ain't working.
I think Kemba is going to be one of those guys where they're definitely going to save him. I don't know because it starts with the point guard. You know why do I say that? Because I think we didn't expect Kemba to fall down. We didn't expect Kemba to fall down the way he did. Um, when we heard Kemba was coming to the team, we thought that we always said like, "Oh, this is beautiful as long as he can stay healthy." He's been healthy, but hasn't really played his best. Last game before, I think he played his best game, but it disappears fast on him. You know, it disappears fast. It's nothing to rely upon. Same can be said for Fournier. At this, for some reason, I think Fournier is not really trying. I think in a different system, Fournier plays way better. I think Fournier is not a bad player from what I've seen him do it early.
Nah, I still think he's a class player, but
He's not trying. I feel like he's not trying.
especially on the defensive end, I think he don't like to defend. Like he don't like to defend. You could tell he don't like to defend. He must not like Tibbs's like how he got him in the rotation
Hmm.
defensively. He must not like that shit.
He's not. He's not trying. I just feel like he's not trying. After that, RJ Barrett. We mentioned it 1,000 times already. I don't know. I don't know. I think RJ Barrett has the most trade value out of everybody in the starting unit with Randall. You got to make a big boy move sometimes, man. If we serious about being
I
better,
agree with that, Sims. I agree with that. That RJ has way more chemistry with those players than Randall. 100%. You could tell.
100%.
Remember
Because
they wasn't passing Randall the ball when we won that game. Who we played the Pacers, bro. Randall, they wasn't passing him the ball.
it's going to
They were like, "Yo,
continue
you're
to
not about to
happen.
fuck this up."
He has more chemistry with those guys. I understand, but you can't sit Randall. I mean, you can sit Randall, but I'm saying it's not going to happen like for long stretches of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's on
Like,
too big money. He's not gonna sit him.
it's not going to sit for too long. I mean, if we've just gotten to the point where we've decided the fourth quarter, if these guys aren't playing well, that they're just going to sit. You know, I mean, I guess. What kind of sloppy nonsense are we watching it, bro? Like, no motivation, no real goals of what we want to achieve. It's a disaster.
Like
It's a,
this is such a bad loss. Like I can't even be optimistic tonight.
I don't know. I know, but you know what's crazy, bro? I wasn't even that surprised. I wasn't.
You know what? You damn right.
I wasn't. No, I think I told you.
I had a feeling we were gonna lose. Respectfully,
No,
I
I had
did.
a feeling too. I said, it didn't feel good to me. Like they're not up for the game. That's another thing. They don't seem like they're really. IQ didn't even play this much today, which it makes no sense. It makes no sense. They're not excited for the game. You're in the bro. You're in the. You know how many players want to play in the Garden? I hear it every time when it kills me. Then when I hear the players that we do got, they don't feel like they're up for a challenge. Remember that Boston Celtics game we had early? That felt like a playoff game.
Yeah,
Felt
that
like
was
a
that
playoff
was
game.
that was a good game.
I was like, bro,
Even
that's
that game, we saw the signs of struggle, the little signs of struggle. Even that first game.
losing to a bunch of
I ain't
low
gonna
players.
lie, the Magic defense tonight was good. That coach is decent. He got them playing
Because they
good
got,
basketball.
but what do they got, Eric? They got young guys who are motivated, and we have the same. We have the same, but we don't play them. It would be a totally different game if Obi and Quickly are on there more. You know, it's a totally different game. It's a totally different game. We don't play 'em. We don't want to. We
He
don't
put
want to
Rose
play 'em.
late in the game too. Oh,
Well,
especially after that playoff performance, B Sims. I don't even think teams was looking at Randall, to be fair.
one thing for sure about Tibbs, he's gonna die on his sword. That's definite. He's gonna die on his sword. He's gonna swing his sword, and then he'll die on it. He'll die right on his sword. Yeah, he's not gonna change anything. He's stubborn. At this point, I don't even know. I see him huffing and cussing. He's not really doing much. Let's be honest.
So Tibbs,
Nah, it's not doing much. What's it doing? Would you trade for Russell Dressbrook? It's crazy you call him Dressbrook. I'm not calling
hell
him
no.
Westbrook. Nah, I know.
That's like a little Randall that can't hit the three
Well,
for
believe
real.
it or not, though, believe it or not, if somehow Randall wasn't there, which they're not gonna do, but if they did, I think Russell Westbrook will get a lot out of this team. It's not like he's
Oh,
a
if we didn't have Randall, 100%, I
bro.
would get Russell.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Russell Westbrook is not a bad player. He's not a bad teammate. He's just not a good shooter.
He would
And, he,
play. He
and
would help the young. Yeah, I would. I
yeah,
would. I'll be down for that.
he's not a good shooter, but takes a lot of shots. You know, shooting is something that he definitely hasn't really gotten blessed with. Everything else he has, you know, but he's not a good shooter. Which you know, in some stretches you need that. You need to be able to hit a shot, a 3 point or something. It's not his strength, but tries to shoot him a lot. And that's his problem.
At least he got the confidence, which I
He
rate.
has the confidence to shoot him. He's just not good at it.
That I wish
Randall,
Randall had tonight.
exactly.
At least shoot the shit, bro. Look, hey,
I don't think he wants to. I think he's getting back at the team. I think they're fighting. I think they're fighting, and I think Randall is getting back at the team for calling him out Because hell yeah, bro. We are watching the game. The fans are watching the game. The analysts are watching the game. After the game is over, I'm sure the players are going into like a film room and watching the errors. Everybody can see it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can see it. People,
Clyde was saying everything we talking about. Clyde was
yep.
saying it like
He sees 100%. My stepfather used to say like, why doesn't he become a coach? And then he said they'd probably run him out of New York for all the nonsense they was doing, which is true. They do. I think
I
he
want to
knows.
see Clyde as a coach.
Yeah, Clyde knows the organization well. He knows the organization well. Sometimes you have the knowledge, but it's not for everybody.
I don't
I mean,
even if he does flop, I don't even want that on his resume.
yeah, they
Like,
would
oh, man,
disrespect him. They would disrespect his stature there, and they put him to work. Tom Thibodeau is another reason why he's there. Is he has the name that we want. We want some name recognition.
he used to coach there. Wasn't he an assistant coach for us, like '94
Yes, I think he was,
for Van Gundy or something?
and he was on the championship team for the whatchamacallit. Uh, what team was that? Uh, fuck, I forgot the team.
The
But they
Knicks
won a championship.
championship team.
It was a championship team, and Tom Thibodeau was the assistant on that team. Was it the Heat? No, it wasn't the Heat.
Was it the Celtics?
The Celtics. The Celtics. Yes, the Celtics. Yep, the Celtics. He was an assistant on that team.
I
A
remember
lot, a lot of
something
them
like
over the
that.
years became coaches from that. From that shit. The front office went wrong by not improving the point guard situation. They banked on kept having something left. I mean, it's weird. Point guard, we seem to pass over it. Well, I think I have to be honest. The plan was to sign Lonzo or Van Vliet. That was the plan. That was absolutely the plan. It was
That's
yeah.
that's what I heard by like rumors. Like Lonzo was our first priority, but when he went to the Bulls, it's like shit hit the fan. We started like clutching at straws at that point.
Mm. And we tried Van Vliet. I think Van Vliet wanted a lot of money though. I think he Van Vliet thought about it, and then he had just won a championship 2 years ago. His family was
And he
happy with
just
it.
got paid too, I think.
He did. He wasn't leaving. He was never leaving. Van Vliet was never leaving. But we had to try, and that was that. You know. Now, point guards are easy to find though. Don't get me wrong, especially younger point guards. It's not that hard to find a point guard. You know,
Why didn't McBride? I mean, shit. Deuce, or not Deuce. Fuck,
Grimes.
Grimes play.
I don't know. I
Like,
don't
why
know.
not throw him in there a little bit? Like with the
It's Tom.
second unit, take
It's
out
Tom
Burks, let
Thibodeau.
him rest a little bit.
It's Tom Thibodeau.
Like I wonder what the fuck. What was our draft like? What was the point of that?
Tom Thibodeau is the only one that knows. Tom Thibodeau is the only one that knows. He's making some bad mistakes. I honestly feel like. Yeah, the Knicks are at one point we're primed, we're loaded to make a big trade. Kemba Walker would be gone. I think half the starting California would probably try to be gone. And RJ Barrett, there's a good chance that he could be gone. But you don't believe me? Watch. You guys, you think two players is not enough value for what we have? Is Kevin Knox still around? What's up,
Yeah,
Edie?
he's still on the bench.
Shit, I forgot about him. I thought he
He's
was. I,
still
thought
on
he
the
was,
bench.
I mean, shit. I think that you'd probably throw his name in there to say, look, you got another player. But I wouldn't think that Kevin Knox is being held in any conversation to go anywhere. So yeah. What you laughing at, Falcon? Shit ain't funny, man. Shit ain't funny, man. This shit ain't funny, bro. This shit's
He brought up
stressful.
2K ratings. That
I'm
shit
supposed
funny
to.
as hell.
I gotta sleep in a half hour, and I'm not. I'm not even satisfied. Knox and Fournier at power forward. You're a crazy guy. These are priced
Bro,
eight. Yeah, we've been drafting bad all these years too, bro. How's Kevin Knox or eighth pick? It didn't work. Frank Ntilikina didn't work. Porzingis so. RJ Barrett so far. You know. We got Grimes and McBride who can't catch a game.
I
It's
did
weird
notice we wasted cap. No dumb reason. I don't know for what. We wasted cap.
because I think Fournier could still work though.
I like him. I want him to work. I really do. He was hitting prayers today though. That shit was like, remember that he shot it hit the side of the backboard and went in like that's
Yeah,
when I
I
knew,
didn't
yeah, this
meant
shit
that.
is clipped.
I don't even think he meant that. Guys, usually I make a video, but I think I'm gonna hold off on a video tomorrow. I'm gonna take some time to think about what I want to say this time because I make them every night. Maybe I'll make it tomorrow night. Maybe
I'm about to go to bed, bro.
yeah. It's gonna be
I
stressful sleeping like this, but it's whatever.
I don't think we have games for the next 2 days.
No, I think the next game is on Saturday.
Yeah, against the Rockets. So I'm gonna see you till then, bro.
All right, bro. Holla at you, man. Have a good night.
I am.
Guys, I'm gonna turn this shit off. I'm gonna think about what I gotta say. Sad night, yep. Ben Simmons is still an option. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta think about it, B Sim. I gotta think about some. I gotta think about some video ideas. I have a lot to say, but I'm gonna think. I'll see you guys later, man. Knicks be stressing you out, bro. Thank God I don't got gray hair, bro. Peter Churty want to leave. We're gonna talk, Falcon. Stay tuned to the video, bro. Have a good night, everybody. We're gonna